I've just told you for about 10 minutes all about my life, and then realised that I didn't turn the camera on. So now I'm going to do an edited version, which is probably a little bit cheerier than last one, because I'm feeling quite rough because Christmas hasn't been difficult on me. But I did drink and eat too much, and I'm sort of aching from the massive dose of great big hairy laziness that I've got going on. I think there might be other people in the house. If they hear me do this, they'll think I'm mad. They'll probably be right. It was Christmas, and it was the day before. Was it? It was the Monday before Christmas, and all through the house, Dave went up to all the cool stuff. All the cool stuff, by the way. I'm not wearing their jumper at the moment because it's dirty and it's in the wash. I would be if I'd have thought of it. I'm talking about it. All the cool stuff. Look them up on the internet. Bought one of those. Love it. Because it's a bit more of an unusual intricacy. It tends to cost a bit more than the average ones. But I think if you've got the other two, you have to have that one. And I think that one's actually the best of the three, if you could give him the nice chromy swords. The swords that it comes with were destroyed in the box already. Whoever at Hasbro or Takara, I think it would have been Takara for that one, that Twisty tied it up in the box, just strangled it, and everything that comes with it is just bumpy like a BMX track. It's not on. Just before Christmas, I also got one of those. It's the right way, isn't it? It's an HTC One. I'm sure it's very nice. It's a telephone. I've got to sit down and play with it and see what it does. But the one thing I realised is that with techno gadgets like that, they're no good unless they have something on them to make you excited. The device itself isn't enough. I think this may be more of an insight into me as opposed to the device. Then I went to Mum and Dad and we did Christmas. And when we did Christmas, I got me a Doctor Who t-shirt and a Doctor Who t-shirt, both of which are a medium Fruit of the Loom, and looks like I'm wearing a vest. I can't wear it, it's too small, so I got to go and talk to Mum and say, Mum, so do I. Helen the Melon got me one of those, which is the only Transformer I got that day. It's probably a first. He's not going to enter the light piping day, it's not that good. I've got to do a thing for Razatron, which will be much easier, cause I've now got a posh new chromy airbrush, which is dual action, which means that if you push it down, the wind comes out, and when you put it back, the paint comes out. So if you pull it back this much, you get a tiny little bit of paint. If you pull it back that much, you can paint a whole world. I'm quite looking forward to giving it a go. I think the problem's going to be that this bit here I don't have an adapter for, so I think I might have some thread fit issues. It's an Iwata airbrush. It's very, very sexy. I can't wait to get into it. I'm going to make something that's white and yellow into black and blue. That doesn't give as much away as you might think it does. Need I say more? Gonna get 6 blue, might be 8 blue flickering LEDs, 2 red LEDs either side underneath the landing bays, and some white LEDs to go as windows in the front, and then make her light up and paint it and make it look all dirty. Somewhat strangely, I got a knee pad, which is made of softy foam. It's all squidgy. This is particularly good for me because my knees hurt. My knees hurt all of the time now, and I'm at that stage of life where I'm starting to get a bit weary of it. This isn't a very cheery Christmas video, is it? Bug, I drank too much and feel sick. And I got a can. This made me smile. This is the last thing that I would have picked out, because I have spoken about the small speck of dust that sits smack bang in the middle of the lens on my camera, which means I can't take photos of things that are up close and make them look nice because it just goes all blurry and out of shape. Dad got me motherfucking camera bag. Oh yeah, it's no frills. It's made of just nylon and stitching, but it holds my bag because it's a camera bag. Tea. And that was more or less it. It wasn't a huge haul. It's not been that kind of year, but it's fine. It's all good. And then I went out to, and there's a story behind this. I'm going to tell you the story. This is probably the exciting bit of the slightly monotonous, dull, I've got a hangover video. Me and my friend Dean have been friends since we were 13 years old. And we've always kind of liked the same things, and if we have liked different things, it's always been fine. We've all had a core something that we've liked together. And we both watch a man called Philip DeFranco on the internet. You might have heard of the internet. You're watching me on it now. And Philly D does the DeFranco Nation, For Human Peoples, which is his shop, and SourceFed Nerd, all of that. I mean, if you're watching, you've probably heard of Philip DeFranco. He's one of the big gun YouTubers. So I got Dean a Philip DeFranco For Human Peoples t-shirt that said "I love your faces" on the front of it, because that's Phil DeFranco's sort of catchphrase, a bit like "big up your bad self." But that's what he says, "love your faces." So I got him this t-shirt. And Dean, I'm shit with presents. I'm just shit with presents. I've never had enough money to buy anyone anything really spot on. I struggle with it. But this year, I just went, I know what I'm getting him. I ordered it bang early, really early, to make sure I could get the one that I wanted. All of that sort of stuff. And I've been winding him up a little bit, because I've said, oh, you're going to like your present. Oh, you're going to like your present. I told him it wasn't hugely expensive, but it's definitely the right t-shirt. I want one. I never got one for me. I should have. I'd run out of money by that point, but I wanted one. And yeah, so that was... So I got to his house feeling very, very smug. And I'm like, open it, open it, open it. I'm going to fucking beat you this year. I'm going to do it. Because last year he got me my Doctor Who tankard that I drank Jack Daniels out of all day Christmas Day. And that was like proper, and that was him. That was, long story short, but that was just Dean's, I'm going to get this, he's going to love it thing. And brilliant. So there's me, smug Dave, ready to blow Dean's socks off with this fucking present from the gods. And I wish I hadn't opened this first, but he was dying to get me to do so. I'm feeling pretty smug about the fact that I've got the better present. No. Fucking arsehole. And it just so happens that he went to Forbidden Planet in Southampton and said, I've got a bit of a strange friend who quite likes Transformers. And apparently they had a bit of a conversation in the shop about the fact that does he quite like Transformers, or is he mental? And Dean said, mental. So they got this out and said, oh, we've got one of these. And the gent started to open the cellophane that the actual book's in. And he's like, whoa, 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 what are you doing? And the bloke went, is he that into it? And Dean went, yes. And the bloke went, then he's going to want it, because apparently this is the only one that Southampton got in at all. This is just like they're rare as rockin' or shit. And I don't really know a huge amount about it, but I'd seen other people's. I'd seen the fact that you can hang it on a wall, which makes me just... want to touch myself in the pants. And I don't know what the fuck it's about, because it's not really a Dave kind of book, because frankly the best Dave kind of books have got lots of pictures and very little words, and I don't even get my way through comic books. However, it's just brilliant, and when I opened it, I must have done one of those really personal kind of quite forget who you are and where you are and what you're doing. It's just that little spark of amazingness just builds, like you realise what it is, and it's this little tiny thing in here, and before you know it, it's just gone woof through your whole body, and you're just like, oh my god! I did that quite openly, and then we started drinking this stuff that is basically like strawberry ice cream with vodka in it. But then we thought, to get started, because it was about 3 o'clock, 3:30 by this point, that maybe we should just put an extra vodka on the top of it. I hadn't seen Doctor Who yet. Dean was going to... He taped Doctor Who in good faith, so we could watch another thing that Jackson, his girlfriend, wanted to watch, and then watch Doctor Who. And then when we went to watch Doctor Who at about 8:30, 8:45, he went, I haven't recorded it. And I'm like... Pardon? And he knew the gravity of what he'd done, but we laughed it off because it was Christmas and we were both drunk, and it didn't really matter because there is always iPlayer. But then we watched it on iPlayer, and I don't think we put it on till 12:15, and I remember maybe 3 bits of it, and the 3 bits of it I remember was me thinking, this isn't very good. So I'm hoping I've spoiled it for myself. Dean spoiled it for me! You fuck! That's about that, really. Hello everyone. You all alright? Did you have a nice Christmas? Me being rude and talking about myself the whole time. I've not seen many videos coming up about how good people's Christmases were. Well, there you go. Knowlesy's done one, and it's the only one I can remember, really. Haul videos! Remember when people used to do haul videos? It's haul videos, not just for August. It's for December as well. We have had a new plonker on the Transformers YouTube community, which did stunt the... I kind of set up the Cruel Christmas and the Brave Boxing Day thing, and then a prick came in and ruined the website for a day. But unfortunately, what he didn't realise is that by being a bit of a Transformer Nazi, in much the way you get Trek Nazis that just window counters, people who complain about the wrong shade of blue, stuff like that. We had one of them drop by for an afternoon who managed to spam pretty much everyone on the website about his amazing YouTube channel and how it was series 10 of this thing. I'm not going to say his name, I'm not going to perpetuate it anymore. And then this is how in my head it happened. Carl, God Pikachu, who, let's just say, tells it like it is, said to him, I've got a very good idea, and to sort of paraphrase, why don't you fucking stop spamming us, and why don't you spell properly and take your caps lock off, because it's getting annoying and you've been spamming the shit out of me for the last 3 hours and I'm frankly sick of it. So I had a little word underneath that just said, hi, welcome to the website, well, welcome to the page, but stop spamming people because you've spammed me too and I'm a mod. Quit it. And normally, I really thought that would kind of be it. And then there's all messages about bullying and stuff like that afterwards. And I'm like, oh God, here we go. And then he spouted a load of abuse at me and Carl and a couple of other people. And we all said goodbye. And I think we all had a wonderful time in the meantime. So there you go. And I'm going to say it, he did a Knowlesy. John, the pressure's off. There's a new one now. You can breathe, just sort of, everything's cool. We got, I love you, baby. Brilliant. It's just brilliant. I've so enjoyed the Transformers YouTube community over the Christmas time. I think we're up to about 159, 160 people on it now. The people that are adding content are adding good quality content. And while it was very unsociable with me, because I'm a mod, obviously, every single time someone posts anything, it goes bling. And I read every single thing that I read everything that people put up on that page for the whole of Christmas. And Light Piping Day was amazing. I mean, I'm actually thinking that maybe we should just have Light Piping Saturday, and every Saturday is Light Piping Saturday. And it gives you time when you get new things, or if something catches your eye, or all of that stuff. I think we should have Light Piping Saturday. I think it would just be brilliant. Let me know what you think. I got a bit caught up then. Sidetracked. Go and listen to the Iconic Reviews thing, because I'm on it. Iconic Reviews. I can't remember what the actual words are. I spent 3 days listening to the vocal. Just go to Iconic Reviews. They've got a thing. They're talking about a comic book, which I sort of skipped through because that's not my thing. And then an hour later, you can go and listen to just people like me talk about rubbish. And you can listen to me laugh at my own jokes. And Raz talk about. Well, he doesn't actually talk about it, but he does get wholly outed as an ass man. A big, big ass man. I'm not going to look at you in the same way when we go back to Auto Assembly. Cheeky, dirty monkey. Transformers YouTube community. The Transformers YouTube community. All you got to do is click join. It's free to enter. You don't get a prize for winning. If you win, we all win. If none of us win, then we'll just do something else. Don't be an idiot on my website.